So I've looked into your socials and must commend you on your impressive following. You've accumulated over Instagram and YouTube, even TikTok. I want to know from you though, why do you dedicate so much of your craft to this piece of technology?
I would say that the pandemic really put things into focus.
Okay.
And I needed a silver lining during the pandemic, man. Like I said, all of my confidence, all my uh my identity was kind of built off of being a comedian who goes on stage every single night. And that's why I'm getting so good at this and so
Right.
good at being funny. And then the universe was like, no more.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. No, yeah,
all
for sure.
live shows gone. And I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna weep and be like, oh, I'm the only one that lost anything for the
Yeah,
pandemic and stuff. But for my dinky stupid little life, it was very cage rattling on my whole like identity. And so right away in the pandemic, I started like making a lot more like TikToks and videos and stuff. And I had been learning to video edit like a long time before it and stuff, but not like put so much focus into it. And then now I'm starting to really see the benefits of it. I've only like really had like some big surges in my following semi recently over this past like 6 months, because
nice.
it's been like over like 2 years of like being consistent and pushing and like shooting things off into a void and like
Yeah,
nothing really gets hits,
right.
but there was a challenge of like learning how to do everything. And now I'm just like having that realization and like every day, like sometimes I put up a clip the other day that I was headlining this comedy club, and unfortunately one of the shows only had 10 people in the audience, and it was a room of like 60 that could have sat there, but there's only 10 people. So instantly, like just from like going on stage a lot, you're like, okay, I'm going to make this a lot more conversational, and I'm going to give myself room to riff,
Right.
and which is just like when you're just going off the dome. And so yeah, I was like riffing like to this like lawyer, and then he told me he does like civil law cases, and then we got talking about the Amber Heard trial,
Yeah.
and then I had like some take on the Amber Heard trial. The audience that was there, the 10 people, really liked it. They laughed.
Nice.
I obviously was filming everything. I film everything after the pandemic now. I'm like anything, I'm just filming all the time.
Of
So I
course.
clip that up. And then despite there being 10 people in the audience that night that look at me and go, oh, that's a funny comedian. Now that video has been seen by over like 300,000 people,
Amazing.
which is
Wow.
like, then you take a seat back and you're like, holy shit, I just did something for 10 people, and then 300,000 people saw it.
Yeah.
And instead of 10 people going, this guy is a funny comedian,
Yeah.
for a moment now, 300,000 people are like, this guy's a funny comedian for like a second.
And it,
And
yeah.
so like doing that every single day, all the time, I think it's inevitable. Eventually I will build a following.